in the near future. Like, for example, you could use carbon nanotubes to strengthen metals. That's part of the research I was doing. Is you could use them to either strengthen metals or make metals more conductive if you use the metallic varieties.
Do you use phosphorus pentoxide with it? Do you use phosphorus pentoxide or not? Is that different? Because you're a chemist, right?
A powerful drying agent. But yeah, you could. I mean, if you wanted to put phosphorus inside them or something, you could. I've never had occasion to do that, but yeah, you could.
But you've been on board ship, and you know that those are live entities, at least some of them, as far as artificial intelligence. Have you worked in AI at all for the government or for contractors?
No.
With nanotechnology?
No.
Or only off planet?
Yeah.
But you do work off planet in the military, or did you have memories in civilian or uniform? I have both off planet.
Sometimes they put a uniform on me, but it's not a human military uniform. It's usually like a black uniform that's
webbing,
kind of like a Tyvek type stuff, or I think some of it's webbed. Yeah.
Oops, sorry, my doggy. Hush, Coco. Sorry about that. Darn it. I have a lot of people in my house. I'm surprised you can hear me at all, but I keep trying to mute here. All right, back to you, Janet. Nanotechnology we're talking about, folks, and how you can apply C60 in your own life. And we're going to try to help expose some of what people like Steve and me and Janet and other ET experiencers or contactee, I guess people are saying out there, now we are in 2019, soft disclosure, is what do these people call, what is the gift? What is the mission? What is the purpose? How do you know more than another human being if you can apply the intelligence that you have to serve humanity, which a lot of people say that aliens are not good for anything because they have no firsthand experience, or if they do, they only have possibly in their genetic format or DNA that they are basically being used for testing by the research departments. And the one thing about those departments was my husband and I said, well, they always put them back because that was something that's made for movie for television, and we don't like to discuss aliens or Greys eating aliens or humans, but allegedly there is, and I can't say, admit, or deny that I've seen Greys that eat through their skin, or that other species eat species, or that the reptilians eat humans, or any of that. So, we can talk about that in the next hour, but let's talk about right now what Steve Colbern here and the Chemist, how did you get into this nanotechnology? We're leading off with that, folks, but I find it very curious that he is, with Janet and I, we're talking at experiencer level. But and I wonder what Janet wasn't coming on. A while ago I heard the phone, but hold on, let me put her back on. Janet, there you go.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I'm talking away and you muted me. You invited me to speak.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I wanted to add, because you just said 100 things, and I forgot what I was going to say.
I did.
I've been interviewing a lot of secret space programs, super soldiers,
people.
All these people. These are humans, and the reports are coming in that it's much more extensive than we could ever imagine, that a lot of the humans are interacting and working alongside extraterrestrials. Some of them are in the military, some of them are slaves, but apparently all humanity, we're all slaves.
Some of them,
economic slaves. But we're all corporate economic slaves. And we're
yes.
Extraterrestrial, interdimensional, interstellar slaves. Anyway, they don't really hold humanity in high regard. Apparently, they trade and sell us.
Well, it's a class system.
No.
It's a class system.
Yeah, it's a caste class system.
They think we're very primitive, and they think that their abductees are the best of humanity, but they still think that we're below them. Is my impression.
Right. Yeah.
I got that feeling. I got that feeling. They treated me good. Yeah, we're dealing with that. But I was treated very well.
Yeah, they've treated me pretty good too lately. So
when I decided to show up and add to the conversation. So it's really something when they ask you for your opinion. and for you, they invite you to talk. So I was very honored by that. And they're hoping what I get from my experiences, and I will be 65 in a couple of weeks. I've been doing this all my life. I came in conscious. They shut me off, and they shut me down because I was talking at a very advanced level as an infant, and it was like that you can't do. And my mother was freaked out, and she kept trying to kill me. She thought she had given birth to a demon seed. So I was genetically altered, like you, Steve, I've always suspected, like, I don't know if these people are really my parents. I might have some of their DNA. They raised me, but I always felt that there was something different about me. I had that stranger in a strange land phenomenon. What am I doing here? Who dropped me off? And please take me back. But I think we're making progress. That's what I get. After 2012, TJ and I and Dr. Lessin, we started interviewing people like crazy. For a while there, TJ, we were doing shows 7 days a week, and then we cut it down to 5.
Yeah, we got burned out.
Many years later, investigating. We're investigating. So I think that we are making headway. I think we're starting to so I have a fellow that's been reported to be Dan Cooper, and he said that they're about to invite us to be the 61st species in this subgroup of the Federation. So apparently there's about 300 species in the Galactic Federation, although we are intergalactic. And but a lot of the species don't really want to be involved too much more than maybe commerce. But this the ruling elite 60 species apparently have invited us to join. And I heard that I had a conference at the end of October that I put on, and I sat beside Randy Kramer, and he said, yes, we have petitioned to be actively interacting with extraterrestrials. They're going to start walking among us. And
I always thought they had never left.
They have.
That's why I say we have a class.
We're already interacting with them, and it'll be open knowledge. And I've been studying all these time travelers, and they're reporting the same thing that Randy, but they're
interstellar
time travelers. Yeah,
well, let's talk about that too, Janet.
Now, let me finish this, and then I'll pass it back. But apparently, the major two things that humans trade on the interstellar commerce market are is beer. They love our beer. They go, give me some of that Earth beer. And they like our clothes, especially our children's clothes, because there's a lot of species that are very tiny, and they don't have a lot of fashion. So we were laughing our butts off at the conference, imagining little grays with their designer human blue jeans made in China. Apparently the Chinese are providing all this stuff. And, of course, that's part of the money that they're covering up. And then we had a couple of accountants, and they said that would show if products are being shipped off planet. And so somehow they're money laundering so they can exchange it. It was a very interesting conversation. Okay, I'll shut up now. You guys can take it.
Well, there's various levels of intelligence, right? There's various levels of intelligence. Depends on who's supplying the data and what their programming is. And apparently it's at various levels of knowledge. And mine was based on where I come from, or with the people that I deal with at a higher universal level. They're not in the solar warden. That is very local, interplanetary among this Milky Way galaxy, so to speak. And it's very uniquely different than those I deal with. But those that I deal with, you don't take anything because everything is reproduced with anything like zero-point energy. And tachyon, there's all kind of regulatory words we provide environmentally, but we don't have to produce anything because everything is provided for us, including our clothes, and it just appears and disappears. Everything that we have can be made. We want for nothing. So I don't know where you're at in that, but maybe we should. We don't have to worry about anything, of course.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
So some species, they have replicator technology, and Anyway, I have no idea. I'm just reporting. I'm just a reporter. Don't shoot the messenger.
Right. That's why I'm saying we have
saying
different levels of intelligence, and you have to consider the source. And is it firsthand experience or information, and from what level? And it's not about outdoing. It's strictly, are you in the 2nd, 12th grade, or what level of humanity, I guess maybe hidden humanity, or the secret space program are you in? Because there are various levels. Some people may work off base, some may work on base, some may work on planets, some may work interstellar, some may work in the stratosphere, even with people like Sir, what's his name? Virgin Airlines. I never can. Richard, do you know
Branson.
it, Steve? You know?
Yeah, Richard Branson.
Branson.
Thank you. Yeah, some may work with him, or some may work with the old guys in the CIA that are now working with Tom DeLonge to the stars. Just saying, we don't know, right?
Let me just clarify.
Go ahead.
Let me just clarify, because I'm sure they can have replicator technology, and then they still like things. They might like to have something, like an artifact from the Earth.
Can't take it from not allowed. Yeah. Remember, we can have anything. Why would we take something?
Anyway,
we can have anything.
I'm just saying
Think
they
about
might want some blue jeans from someplace. They might want a piece of
art.
art.
You also don't bring anything from space here because it disappears.
There may be certain aspects
and I've had
of
things appear and disappear.
Maybe there's certain aspects of things that are made by hand that can't be replicated,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They apparently in space. I don't know what the rules or laws are. You know them. I don't. I'm just reporting what I know. But apparently they like to trade. Human beings wipe out we have a whole history of war. I've read a lot of historical things. But the first thing they do when they reestablish peace is they start trading again. And this goes back, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years. Humans like to trade. And so apparently nothing's changed in space. It's just like the Ferengi in Star Trek, and the humans like to barter and trade. That's what I heard.
Galaxy Federation, Star Trek.
The Ferengi and their rules of acquisition.
Right, yeah.
I love it. Talk about strange,
apparently
but yeah.
Star Trek was real. Roddenberry was telling us what was really going on. And so anyway, that's what
science fiction is very, very close to reality. I mean, I guess Hollywood's not that creative after all. They've based a lot of this on abductee reports. I'm convinced of it now.
Mhm.
All right. Well, let's get back on topic. Nanotechnology. Let's go back. That was pretty interesting, but we have digressed. Local television and TV, but we usually do. That's okay.
Yeah.
We can relate to TV, and I use that today too, Janet. By the way, I asked how many were Star Trek. I wasn't getting anywhere. It was a room full of psychic people that all came to have their palms read, or their chakra readings, or tarot card, or crystal, or something. But I mean, I was in a room and I had like 6 times 8, probably 48 on one side, full house, like 100 people in the room, and I was shocked because most of them only 5 had been in the military, and not one of them was a UFO enthusiast. And guess what my subject was? UFOs and ET disclosure, and they had no clue what I was talking about. One guy knew Corey Good. 2 girls liked Gaia TV. So I was like, are you kidding me? I've got 100 people, 5 are military that understand a briefing, and one guy knows who Corey Good is, and 2 girls knew Gaia TV out of 100. And I blew my mind. Just to let you know, folks, it's not what we think it is out there. But now these people, they come every 6 months to one of these in Navarre, which is between all the military bases. Now, one girl did approach me on the TR3Bs, which, folks, we've been talking about the black triangles for years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes.
And the patent is out there. So, at least one girl, she was not in the military, but she was approached by military because she has skills by a man and woman, so she wanted to share that. But she said she and this guy that did know Corey, at least 2 of them said because the girl that is the promoter came in the room and said, TJ, she said, I'm going to do a little advertisement for you. But she came in among these people and told them that I would like to have a UFO ET group formed monthly. And I said, only with your help, because It's like pulling teeth down here. So, if I'm going to get the best and the cream of the crop of people, at least I would think that are open at least to higher consciousness, extrasensory perception, ESP,